Would you like to attend a learning program such as cooking or financial advice, or even being part of a sing-along without leaving the safety of your own home? The Seniors Association Kingston Region is meeting their community's needs by offering Phone from Home Senior Center without walls. Joining me today on Kingston and Company to tell us all about it is Angela Winkler, the program coordinator and facilitator. Hi, Angela. Tell me a little bit about this phone-in program. It sounds exciting.
It is. It is definitely new to us. So what it essentially is a conference call for people to call into. So we have one phone number that people call into and can attend a class that we have offered during specific times.
And is it something that you have to be a member in order to call in?
No, you do not have to be a member of the Seniors Association. We are the ones running it, but you do not have to be a member, and it is free of charge.
Why is this so important to the community to have a program like this offered?
Well, as we all know, it is a different time right now with the pandemic. So I believe it is very important right now because a lot of seniors or a lot of people are unable to leave their homes, whether they're immune compromised or they just don't feel safe. So to have this ability to be able to phone in and be part of a class, I think is really important at this time.
Tell me how they decide to choose a topic and where do they look topics up if they can?
So we've had a lot of guidance from the Good Companions, which is run out of Ottawa, Ontario. They have given us a lot of resources of programs that they have run in previous years that have done well for them. So we have taken their guidelines. We didn't necessarily reinvent the wheel. We just went with what they were doing and followed what they had already done before. So a lot of the things that you see that are running are things that they have done and were successful with.
When did this program start? When was it offered?
So we began this in September, so it is very, very new. We've only run it for a month, but it's been really good because we've already doubled our numbers coming into October. So we see that it is a need, and we will continue to offer different programs each month. And this does run until March of 2021.
So how do people find out particularly about the topics that you are offering? How are they aware of that?
So our members become aware of it through the monthly magazine that we put out, the Vista. And then we go out into the community and we try and reach out to the ones that are not members of the Seniors Association. So we try and communicate through social media, through our website, through the Kingston Local, through the Kingstonist. We're really trying to get it out there, and even through this interview, I hope that it does reach individuals that have not yet found out about this service.
So what else do you need besides a phone to participate in one of the topics that you have to offer?
That is all you need. You just need a working telephone, can be a landline, can be a cell phone. You just phone in. But in order to get the phone number and the code to phone in, you do have to phone the Senior Center first and ask for myself, Angela, and I will sign you up. Just write your name and phone number down in case I can't get a hold of you. And then I will give you the code, and that is all you need.
You've mentioned that the numbers are growing, which which is really nice to hear. What happens if you have several people call in all at once for and register and you can't meet that need?
So all the phone calls come into my phone. So I am always getting back to people. And if I can't, that never happens.
Okay.
I'm always calling people back, emailing people. I also get it through emails. I make sure I reach everybody, and if not, they can always get a hold of someone at the front desk at the senior center, and they will always pass the memo on to me. So if that does happen, it is rare, but I will make sure to get back to everybody.
How many people can call it in at one time?
So we do have a limit of 20 people in the phone call at one time. We have not reached that high yet as we are very fresh. The highest number we have right now is 8 people, and that's for Vicky's cooking and sharing class. But if we were to reach 20, that would be the cap.
And how did you, I know you had mentioned that you followed a model, but there are some things that are a little bit different. How did you decide on that?
Really, it's a lot of trial and error. We do, for the first month, we tested out programs that we thought would do well based on the numbers that we've had here at the senior center in person. So we thought, oh, this might do very well over the phone. If it doesn't need visuals, we'll give it a try. And we've done that, especially with the trivia and things like that.
So you've mentioned that Vicky Newberry and her cooking and sharing tips with Vicky is very popular. Are there other topics that are being highlighted right now?
The Singalong is doing very well for October. We have 5 people signed up for that, which is very good for our numbers and being very fresh. Chatty Crafters is another one that's up there. And some of the instructors that we've had at the senior center, they're getting very good numbers as well as people know their names and have attended their class before in person.
Can you describe one of the other programs like Chatty Crafters? What does that entail?
Sure. So Chatty Crafters, I am the instructor for that. And what I do is I essentially guide conversations for people who are taking on a craft or have done a craft over this quarantine and they just really want to share what they've been up to or a craft that they're looking forward to. We have some participants that are making masks and really want to talk about it and trying to find the right patterns, as well as people who have started painting or started their own crochet projects. And that's just something that people want to share. And I think it's a great thing to have something to look forward to or have something to do during this time.
With the topics that you have, do you find that people become focused very quickly on that topic and the program runs quite smoothly, or are there other issues that come up while you are working in one topic?
I find a lot of the time they do very much stick to the topic at hand, but because it is a crazy time right now, sometimes they do veer off in conversation about the numbers of COVID cases or what their kids are up to, and that's great. They want to connect with people and they want to connect with what's going on in the world at this time. But they definitely don't. They always come back. They always come back to the topic. They don't stay off topic too long. They normally come back. Yes.
And how long is each topic?
So each program runs 1 day a week and for 1 hour.
And you mentioned that you do switch it up. Are you finding that some people are now recognizing the importance of joining groups and staying interested in a topic and following up the following week?
I do think so. At the beginning, it was a bit of touch and go. I was calling a lot of people to remind them that you have a class. If you want to attend, call in. We're still there. We're waiting for you. But right now, I'm finding that they're calling in. They're calling in at their own time. They're calling in ahead sometimes because they do look forward to this and they do want to partake in a class.
We'll be right back after this break with Kingston and Company.
Hi, I'm George Antha. Join me on the next episode of Healthwise, where we'll be talking about organ transplants and how it feels to be given the gift of life with Pastor Ian Robb, who has been living successfully with his new lungs for 17 years now.
Every minute of every day of every year is a blessing.
I'm April Andrews. Join me on my new show, Kingston and Company, where I get to know interesting people who are making a difference in our city and around the world. This week, my guest is Kathy Cleary. She's a volunteer for the Canada-Africa Community Health Alliance and the founder of the Chikudu Women's Training Center.
I loved being there. I loved being with the people. I'm my best self when I'm there.
Welcome back to Kingston and Company. We're talking about Phone from Home Senior Center Without Walls, and joining me on Zoom is Angela Winkler, the program coordinator and facilitator. Angela, tell me, why is it important for people to be involved in this program?
It's important for seniors to be involved in this program because it gives them a place to go or a place to call in to attend a class that they might not be able to attend in person. With people during this pandemic, a lot of seniors are immune compromised or just are unable to leave their homes and might not be able to use computer programming such as Zoom. So this gives them a way to attend a class that they know or a class that they're interested in, and only have to use a telephone. They need nothing else. It's just a great way to stay connected and to cure some of the loneliness that they may be feeling.
How can you tell if this program is working? What are the successes you're seeing right now?
So when we began in September, we had 14 participants. We are now up to 30. So that shows to me that it has been successful and continues to be successful, as well as people are making connections over the phone. People are starting to form friendships over the phone and are saying that they'd love to meet up for a coffee when this pandemic is over. So I'm seeing real connections being formed even without being in close proximity.
How is this program funded?
So the program is funded. We would not be able to have done this without United Way, KFLNA, and the Government of Canada, for sure.
So Angela, I'd like to thank you for joining me today on Kingston and Company, and I wish you all the success, continued success, with this very valuable program in the community.
Thank you so much, April. Thank you for having me.